Let's go. Let's begin, Tabesh. Yeah, let's do Yin's personal story. Wu Yin's personal story, unavoidable fate. Wu Yin was still shaken by what he saw. His daughter, his baby girl, the one who spent so long trying to save her mother Mayhem's clutches, was turned into one of the awakened. He could hardly believe it. He didn't want to believe it. Wu Yin's hand shook from a sadness that tore at his very soul. It wasn't right. He could have done something more to save his daughter if only she had let him. If only he was powerful enough to force some of the burden onto himself. After Tabez's chaos, Wu Yin fled to Paragon City. Tube C was still in the hospital, recovering from the brutal beating he received from Tabez. Wu Yin could sense someone was following him. It was both a familiar presence and a strange one, the woman known as Desdemona, who had the essence of his former wife, Vanessa DeVore, in the mask that he wore. Needless to say, the entire situation was somewhat awkward. He did not have the time to even see his wife, though some of that was deliberate on Wu Yin's part. Wu Yin knew, however, that Vanessa DeVore would feel the disturbance within Penelope Mayhem and seek him out. Wu Yin hoped, however, that he could avoid coming face to face with the reality that the original woman he fell in love with was gone. All that was left was the mask attached to another woman's body. Yeah, dude. Look, this is comic books, okay? Things get weird here. Things get real weird real quick. We've all been through... Yeah, pretty much, you know? Attendants at the hospital escorted Wu Yin to Tube C's room. I apologize for my failure. I did my best to stop Tabez. It is my fault that all this happened to your daughter. Your words will take time to form, but I shall try to think on that. What are we to do now? The Awakened are lost. The plans for the new syndicate have been shattered. We are back to square one with everything, and little to no resources to be used to save dear Penelope. Wu Yin felt her presence at the door. His wife, Vanessa DeVore, what was left of her, in the mask. My wife is here. I believe she might have something to say. Both Desdemona and Vanessa DeVore begin to speak. The two stop and Desdemona proceeds. I imagine this is somewhat weird for you. Wu Yin, your wife has told me a lot about you. You're a good man. I know it's not going to be easy to deal with this, but I think we'll do our best. I want you to feel free to say what you would say to your wife, alright? Feel free? How could Wu Yin do that? He and his wife could no longer have their own secrets, their own conversations. How could he say anything? My dear Wu, you and I still speak in your mind. I have been hearing your thoughts all this time. I've told Desdemona that we will talk psychically, so she will stay silent for the moment. Vanessa, I'm sorry. Oh, awkward. Awkward. We've all had a foreign part to be reduced to nothing but a psyche housed within a porcelain mask and now worn by dominatrix, and now we can only communicate with him through telepathy. I mean, is this a day that ends in Y? Or what? You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is. So, pretty normal that this is going down. It wasn't your fault. She was through too much. You were never there to properly raise her, teach her that she could rely on us. Poor Penelope did not want to trouble you. We are her parents, Wu. We are the ones who will take care of her from now on. We cannot rest until we have saved our daughter, no matter the cost. I just do not know how much of our penny is left within the monster of the Awakened. She has all their hatred inside of her now. The hatred that came from Tillman's vile experience. Penny. She's members of who she used to be, something to survive. Yes, but how? The amount of memories she would have need are massive. I cannot transfer my own memories from the mask to her. From their option, no. No, honey, you cannot do that. You cannot ask me to do that. Despite Vanessa's words, Wu Yin knew what had to be done. It was a simple matter to transplant a memory to someone else. However, it would not have any heart to it, any foundation. One had to transfer the feeling of a memory, the very essence of the memory, to make it last. But that would mean the memory of that person would be gone. A father must protect his daughter, Wu Yin thought. He must sacrifice everything for her. Wu Yin made his decision. He was going to tell his wife to take all his memories of Penelope when he raised her as a child. Taught her how to read, how to write. Vanessa would rip all of them out of Wu Yin's mind, to one day place back into what was now Penelope Mayhem. Wu Yin would have no memory of his daughter. When he looked upon her, she would be just another stranger. This was the only way, however, to save his daughter from becoming a monster like Tillman. You have to do this. I'm sorry. You've done so much to try to save her, my beloved. I promise you that I will not rest until Penelope is saved. Desdemona and myself in the Carnival of Light will tear down the pillars of hatred in order to get our daughter back. When we do, the three of us will make new memories together. She and I will remember you, Wu, and you will come back to her. I know you will. You cannot get rid of what rests beyond your mind for her. Without another word, Vanessa began the process. Wu Yin saw all the memories he had of Penelope leaving his mind. First time she scraped her knee. Her favorite toys from the propaganda cartoon shows. They all left Wu Yin's mind until even her very name was gone. It all happened in a matter of seconds. When Wu Yin thought of Penelope, he could think of nothing. It was a connection that did not make sense. Why did he form the syndicate? What happened to the daughter that he had had with his wife? What's happening? It's as if... We'll get through this, honey, together. One day, you'll remember again. I promise. Aw, man. Poor guy. Poor guy. And with that, Mr. G is no longer my contact list. So out of regular contacts in the game, we got like 2. There's the payphone, there's Viridian. Oh, and there's that one rogue contact that's like in Independence Port. We got to go do that mission too. So thank you for watching here. I'm going to end this as a video for YouTube. And then I'm going to take a break and get me a fresh drink because I'm almost done drinking the one I got.